guys, the W tour continues. We are at my home W, one of my favorite W's, and I'm not saying that biased, I'm saying that objectively. We're at the W Minneapolis, the W Foshay. What I want to do is quickly just give you a walkthrough as if it would be if you just walked right into this place. All right, so this has one of the best lobbies, one of the best restaurants, Manny's, which I did a review on already, and then also one of the best lounges upstairs. It's on floor number 27. It's called Prohibition. So let me first walk you through this living room, and this is one of the best living rooms I've been to. Living rooms are always hit or miss, and this one is a major hit. So the living room leads right in to Manny's. And as you can see, there's no sign, there's no nothing, just green and a bowl, all right? So let's walk right back through here. One of the coolest living rooms. Really like the colors, really like the decor, and I really like the crowd. It's a mixed crowd, but a great crowd. There's some private sitting over here, and then there's also a private dining room. The lobby is really, actually palatial. It's elongated, it's got great decoration. You can see the colors warm up as you get there. And this W is very pink. We are up on the 21st floor. I already dropped my bags off. I already cheated a little bit. Let me go show it to you. Reality check. Let's go see. They put me in a corner room, and the corner room is really cool. Again, this is one of my top W's. I think I went to 9 this year, and this is easily in the top half. See that? This is a standard room. I did put in for one of my suite night upgrades, but it got rejected. It's really busy. A little package right here, look at this. So handwritten note package and 2 life waters. Those aren't the cheap waters, those are the life waters. I really respect and appreciate that. Regular water right here, but check out this cool bathroom. All right, so this is what I believe to be called a cool corner room. So this is a distinct room at the W in Minneapolis. It's called the cool corner room, and it is a cool corner room. I mean, this room is almost the size of the bedroom. Very thematic and very consistent with the W's, very opaque and translucent glass. I mean, this is a room, frankly, where you could probably have dual vanity. It's huge, and I like it. Not that this room is really usable, but I do like the acoustics in here, and I do like the fact there's a lot of space. You just feel very comfortable. Nice lighting in here, look at that. They've been able to pull off some incandescent pink type lighting. That's pretty cool. And again, nice rain head. Second shelf, that's cool, and Momo products. I enjoy those Momo products when I tried them first in Miami. And really, this is a no-nonsense room. I've stayed here a few times before, but I've never done an official review. So Minibar is definitely one of the coolest. I love how it's freestanding. There's a refrigerator inside, and there's some goodies in there, which we will check out. We have another life water here. That one is not for free. We have some storage. We'll check out that bed last. This looks really interesting. This is very 1970s. Okay, one of these pod type chairs. Let's check this out. Just a sitting chair, just for chilling, for putting on shoes, or maybe talking to someone else while they're getting ready or getting out of bed. But check out this mini bar, right? So we just obviously have some assorted type of beverages here, and also some snacks. And we open it up. How cool is that? Boom. And that opens up. And then an electric kettle, refrigerator, microwave, humidifier. What? I'm not sure what that meant. What does this mean? Extra. Okay, so this was a sticker right here. This should really be replaced. I mean, look how old this thing is. That's one thing that I don't like. We found this before at a few hotels. Like, you're gonna go through all the habits of giving me a box and doing the life waters, and then making this room spectacular, and then you're not gonna replace like a 1-cent Post-it note. In fact, I'm going to do them a favor, and I'm going to crinkle it up so they have to put another one on there. But what is pretty cool, that you can request an electric kettle. Frankly, I'm not even sure what that is. Refrigerator, microwave, humidifier, or fan. And I do like that. That is really cool. W has that whatever, whenever. And they're very customer centric. Remember, the W's are on the upper elite echelon of the Marriott ecosystem. It is the top of the top. They are positioned next to the St. Regis, next to the Editions, and next to the Ritz-Carlton. So they are up there. And it's mostly predicated off of service because, well, you know how I feel about W's. I'm doing all of them in the world. I love them. But, you know, they barely belong up there. So anyway, let's see what's in here. Oh, shoot. Yep. Did it. Quitting tomorrow. I'm going to open up this door just to see if there are any monsters in there. There are not. We have another robe, as I surmise. And then we have, this is a little mini heater, maybe? I'll check that out later and see what that is. And then let's end with the handwritten note. I guess they wrote my name on it. Maybe it isn't completely handwritten. And it's actually really hard to open. So just bear with me. Just bear with me. I mean, they sealed this. They weren't messing around when they sealed it. Let's see what they said. You know, they did write the name and they did sign it, but really it is the note I appreciate. And I like the fact that anything is sitting right here for me. It could be anything. I mean, it could be a puppy or it could be a penny, and I would really appreciate it. Let's check this out. Let's open this up. Opening things one-handed is not very easy, by the way. Of course, exactly what I can't have is cupcakes, because I don't want to turn it into a cupcake. But looks like we have, oh, this is very yin-yang. There is a white one and a black one. Let me come down here and see which one I like best. So here's the chocolate one. You gotta get some of the frosting in there, of course. Let me take a pull. Wow. It's like chocolate carrot cake. We are definitely going to the gym right now. I want to remember to ask them where these cupcakes came from. I don't like cupcakes. More of a brownie guy, not a cupcake guy, not really a cake guy. I'm gonna say it right now, these are the best cupcakes I've ever had in my life. I need to find out where these came from. They are so good. Springy, firm. One of my favorite W's. I'd say top 5 as of right now, easily. Easily. I guess I've only been to 10. Maybe even top 3 or 4. One of the best ones for sure. There's a huge gap between the ones I like and the ones I don't like. It's not like one is a 7.5 and one's a 7.7 and then one is like an 8 and then one is 8.5. I've had 3 phenomenal, probably. I'd say 3 to 4 phenomenal experiences, and the rest have been kind of just inert. You're just kind of average. This one is awesome. This is definitely one of the best W's. I can't say that enough. And I already did a review on Manny's, and go check that out. It's a staple of Minneapolis. You've been a staple for decades. You just have guaranteed excellence. In fact, I'm just gonna go on this quick tangent very quickly. I'm going out to dinner tonight with both my brother and some friends, and we threw out some names. And one was Manny's. And the reason Manny's was going to be the place we're going to go. We go there all the time, so we're not going there tonight. But we said we only get together once a year for our annual dinner. It needs to be excellent. Manny's will guarantee an excellent dinner every time. Is it the best in Minneapolis? I think it is, but other people disagree, and I'm okay with that. But it's guaranteed. It's predictable, it's consistent, it has continuity, and it's fantastic. Anyway, let me get undressed. Let me get off this jacket. I'm getting really, really hot. We're gonna go to the gym, and then I think we did it. I mean, this is a very quick W tour. I'm only here for one night. I'll check in later. So it's only been about 15 minutes. I changed gear. Gonna go down to the gym. It's on the 2nd floor. We're gonna check that out. But I have some things percolating that I wanna share right now. Number 1, this bed is springy. Like, you can almost hear it. It's by far the springiest bed I've been on in a long time. Okay, easily. I mean, like, it's, if you want to channel your inner child, if you're one of those who likes to jump on the bed or likes to spring a mattress, this is gonna be your mecca, all right? Those cupcakes, yes, they were the best I've ever had in my life. And yes, I called down. They're from a place called Cocoa and Fig. Cocoa and Fig in Minneapolis, it's a bakery that supplies them. They were unreal. So definitely check that out. And also, looking at the bathroom, I found a great way to actually utilize this space. I got my suitcase in here. And I really like, I don't like unpacking because I'm always living out of my suitcase. So I don't like the time that's involved with packing and unpacking a suitcase. To me, it's monotonous. It's Sisyphean, all right? Can't believe we just used that word. You know, the guy who rolled the ball up the hill in Greek mythology, yeah, whatever, okay. All right, so I don't like packing and unpacking, so I like to just kind of live out of my suitcase. I have a methodology. You guys see I travel all the time. I got a system. But also one thing I like to do is to keep my hotel room uncluttered. I don't like to have the suitcase there. I like to put my backpack in the corner. I like the hotel room to be fresh at all times, or at least as fresh as possible at all times. So I have used the bathroom as storage utilization. I just flipped open my suitcase. You can see I've utilized the window ledges. And I put, you know, my toiletry bag up there, got my hair dryer there, got my gym shoes out. We're gonna go down to the gym. And it's great because once you start getting all this stuff right over here, it really does take up a lot of space. So I can kind of just spread out my stuff, categorize it, and just kind of live out my bag, throw it in the bag tomorrow, and we're back to Wisconsin. You have to say Wisconsin with the accent, Wisconsin. All right, so we're off to the gym. Again, floor number 2, and I just did myself a major disservice. I ate half, well, frankly, probably 3/4 of each of those cupcakes. And I don't even like cupcakes, like I said. Now I gotta go work double time at the gym because we're going to PS Steak tonight. Never been there before, but I heard it's good. My friend said it's better than Manny's. How dare he? How dare he? All right, gym time, let's go check it out. And I see this, our apologies, second floor and fifth are temporarily closed. Well, they didn't say that at reception. Try to open it, no, not happening, locked. Not really sure what's going on there. So again, locked out of fit. And I think even last year it was closed, if I remember correctly. So, I mean, it's a cool sign, great marketing, not cool. All right, good morning from the W Minneapolis. And one thing I didn't get to show you last night, I'll show you right now, is the view, which is basically of downtown Minneapolis. Lot to talk about very, very quickly. Unfortunately, I only had one night here, so I did not have a chance to see everything. As you saw, the gym was closed, so that means I definitely have to come back, right? I have to come back to W Minneapolis. Life could be worse. One thing I do want to talk about real quick was the W living room, all right? So let me put in some pictures right here while I talk about that. The W living room has oscillated through the years. I remember coming here, because I grew up in this area 5-10 years ago, and it was a very it spot to be. It's changing, and although it is one of the coolest living room bars I've been to, one of the coolest. I mean, you saw with the fireplaces and the DJ booth and the tall ceilings and the way that the bottles are aligned. It is absolutely one of the most stunning living rooms I've been to. And back in the day, sounding old, but back in the day, 5 or 10 years ago, it was really a happening and it spot to be. I walked in there last night after dinner, had a phenomenal dinner at P&S Steak, and there were 2 police officers on duty and multiple bouncers. So I think the crowd is changing a little bit. I have been up to Prohibition on the 27th floor before, and that's probably the better spot to be if you're looking for a more intimate setting, a better crowd, and a better craft on your cocktails. So I'll leave it at that. You definitely want to check out, if I were to give a recommendation to check out the W living room in Minneapolis, absolutely go. And how cool is that door that leads into Manny's? Go check out my Manny's video, by the way. I still think it's one of the best in Minneapolis, if not the best. PS Steak last night was ultra phenomenal, but it doesn't have the heritage or herald that Manny's has. Maybe it will after a couple decades, but Manny's is still, I think, up there. It delivers every time. The Nespresso machine, I did not mention that previously before. This is a really well-crafted one. I like these, and I like the little Italian little coffee cups too. That's a great touch. The Minibar, what did I get into last night? I got into some Think free-range turkey jerky sriracha honey. It was really, really good. Only 90 calories per serving. And then these sea salt potato chips, they were not very good at all. Frankly, I couldn't sleep. And there's a little known life hack is that if you kind of carb up a little bit, if you have some carbs before bed, it spikes your glycogen levels and then it helps you sleep a little bit. I forgot to pull out this drawer. And then you can see what else they have in here. They have an umbrella, some chocolate chip cookies, and some other things in there. They have a couples kit, a relive and revive. They got some stuff that's a little taboo, the traditional W, and then they got your perennial favorites like the M&Ms. So that's pretty cool, and I like how this is standalone. And again, you can request a microwave, you can request another refrigerator if you want one. You can request a kettle cooker or whatever that was. I did throw that thing away because I want them to put up a new one. I forget where that is, but that sticky note was so old, so I definitely tossed it. For the greater good. I did it for us. Yeah, so this is a corner room. And we've had a lot of corner rooms just this year. And we've been burned once in Fort Lauderdale, and we've had some great experiences. The one in Miami comes to mind just off the bat. That's the most recent. This corner room is great, and you can see my bag right there. I'm about ready to pack it up and go back home to Wisconsin, my true home. Always be my real home. This room was actually really great. I liked having my suitcase in the bathroom. I liked having all my clothes, and then all of my products and the shelves were actually great by the window seals to put my stuff on. It was really great. And then, I do like to keep my room relatively clean even while I'm living in it. So I put all the towels in the corner, right? That's just something I do just to kind of keep it clean. But one thing I was interested in that I have seen in other W's that I did not see in this one is, with the size and scale of this room, where's the bathtub? Right? And this is funny because years ago I never even mentioned that. I wouldn't even think about it. In fact, I was anti-bath, but as I'm maturing, getting older, getting more boring, this would be, you put a bathtub somewhere, especially right here. How cool would a bathtub be right here? And you can overlook Minneapolis. It's really cold out there right now. It is December. And then in here, it's really nice and warm. So I thought that'd be a really great idea. In fact, most corner rooms have a bathtub. So we are wrapping up on my update. So I did not get a chance to do the gym. Did not get a chance to go to Manny's, although I did do a Manny's video. I did go to PS Steak instead, which was phenomenal. It was absolutely amazing. I can't rave enough about it. And then lastly, what else are we gonna say? Yeah, the bed was interesting. I didn't sleep very well. You know, I'm not gonna put it entirely on the bed, but that springiness, which was really fun to test out, I just jumped right off it. I remember why I don't like springy beds and why you're not seeing a lot of springy type beds in hotel rooms anymore. The heat was off, the temperature was off, the covers were too warm, and the springiness just was not very comfortable at all. So it was actually one of the worst beds I've been on all year. So if you're a bed person and you need a sound night's sleep, you may want to take note of that. And, oh yes, I was contemplating and wondering why this door shut, right? Because most W's are really open, really intimate, and really public once you get inside the room, right? I mean, what's inside the room is, you know, with the see-through glass doors and the couples kit. I mean, you go to a W, you should know the person really well. So I was just wondering, I was like, wow, this actually has a closed-off bathroom. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Because this place lets in a lot of light. Instead of having to shut all these windows before you go to bed at night, you can just shut this door. Leave that behind the back shut. Yes. So that's it, guys. We're gonna have to do another full one when I come back here, probably maybe this summer or even next winter. I do have some other hotels that I absolutely love here. The Hewing Hotel, Hotel Ivy, and there's a lot in Minneapolis. Minneapolis has a phenomenal hotel scene, so we will make it back here. But I did the fundamentals, and I think you have a pretty good idea of what this place is like. It is still one of my top W's. It wasn't all perfect. It wasn't all sunshine. Well, it is winter, but overall it's pretty good, and it is one of the best overall W's I've been to. Check it out if you're in Minneapolis, you won't be disappointed. The W tour continues. This is my last one for this year. I think I've carved out 9 or 10. I want to try to do another 10 next year, and then I got another 35 remaining. 10 are in China. How's that gonna work? Well, guess what? We're going. I've decided. We're doing this thing. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Last W of the year, W Minneapolis. Check it out. I think you'll like it. Okay, I'm out.